Hey, my cookies. Today we are going to be making one of my absolute favorites, guacamole. Let's do it. Y'all, I'm serious about my guac. So I bought a molcajete, and that's what I use to prepare guacamole. It adds a ton of flavor. You can find them at Target or on Amazon, and just make sure you season it according to the instructions before you use it. So I'm going to add in halves, meaning half of the total amount of ingredients I'm going to use in the full recipe. So I'm using half the amount of white onion, half the amount of jalapenos, half the amount of the cilantro. I'm using all of the minced garlic the recipe calls for, and about half a teaspoon of kosher salt. Now we're going to use the pestle and just grind all of that together and make a nice paste. Kind of like this. That's good enough for me. I'm using two decent sized ripe avocados, and I'm gonna just cut them, pit them, then peel them. Ignore the hole in my gloves. It's one of those days, child. But just add that to the molcajete and do that to the other one. Y'all, look how ripe and creamy and ready this avocado was. I picked a good one this time. Hey. Okay, so now we're just gonna take our pestle and mash it down, like smash it. You don't want to overdo it because I like a little texture in my guacamole, so I want to leave it chunky. So just take your time and do it. But if you like a creamier guacamole, do your thing. This right here, this is good for me. Coop, why are you still smashing? This is what I want it to look like. Chill out, dog. That's enough. But yeah, if you want an extra creamy look, like apparently that's what I'm doing. Girl, come on. All right. That's it. This is the consistency that I like. You can have a little bit of a chunk to the avocado, hey, so you can feel something. But yeah, this is it, y'all. Just playing, we gotta add some more. So add the rest of the white onion, the rest of the jalapeno, the rest of the cilantro, and I gotta show y'all how to cut the tomato, I forgot. All right, so take a Roma tomato, take your knife. We're gonna slice around the tomato, around the seeds, the core. We just wanna get that outside layer. Just take your knife, take your time. I skipped a little part, but yeah, I can't. It's so hard to do this on camera, y'all. But you get what I'm doing. Just go around the tomato, and save the core part. Don't throw it away. Use it in a sauce or something. Save it, but we don't need it. Then using a paper towel, we're gonna pat all of those seeds out, all of the tomato juice. Make sure you wipe down the surface. Y'all, I'm serious about not having watery guacamole. And this ensures that the tomatoes don't bring any excess liquid into our guac. Then we're gonna slice it into strips. Make sure your knife is good and sharp. Mine was not, but I was in my zone. I didn't want to stop and go back and get a knife, so we're gonna work with this. Just pretend it's sharp, all right? Strips. Then we're gonna turn it around and dice it like this. I'm spending way too much time talking to y'all about how to cut up this tomato, so you got it. All right, so now add those tomatoes to your guac. They're so important. And look, they ain't all watery. They're a little watery, but it's all right. Of course, we need that lime juice, so we're gonna go ahead and squeeze that in there. And now for my favorite part, the stir, child. This is when everything just starts to make sense, okay? So you want to gently fold everything together. I love the colors. Oh my God. It's so good, y'all. And lastly, you want to taste the guac and add salt as needed. Keep in mind that if you're serving this with chips, that the chips are pretty salty as well on their own, so you don't want to overly salt the guac. Okay, keep that in mind. Also, to keep the guac from getting brown in the refrigerator, cover it with plastic wrap and make sure that you pat the plastic to the guacamole to keep the air out. And guys, that is it. The recipe link will be down there in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Until next time, I gotta eat. Be blessed.